Hey, what's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? You know, today we got a new video. For a second, I forgot what we were talking about. But today is the introduction to our Purpose series. My Purpose, ours, because we're a community here. To all 14 of y'all subscribers, I see you. Like and subscribe this video. Well, like this video and subscribe to my channel and click the little notification bell so that you guys will be updated every time I post a new video. So what am I doing? Oh, yes. So today, basically, I want to do like a series of videos on purpose and like just highlighting what we were here for, what God placed us on this earth for. And this goes to every human being, you know. And so I really wanted to highlight that, how God created us, what He created us for. And so today in this video, it's just going to be an introduction of purpose and me just talking about purpose in general. It's all biblical, it's all from the Bible, and really just highlighting God's character and the way He moves in our lives. So I think a lot of people need help with this, like need help with why the heck am I here on this earth? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to think? And I think we end up making kind of our own philosophy, our own beliefs, but really we're here to glorify God. All in all, we're here to worship the Lord, to walk with Him, and to glorify Him. That's what our lives have been given. That's why our lives have been given to us. So yeah, so that's basically what I'm going to talk about. I was reading the other day in Exodus 35, and Moses is talking about, and he's giving the instructions to all the Israelites on how to build a tabernacle based on all the instructions God gave him on how to build a tabernacle. So what Exodus 35 reminded me of was like, I don't know how many chapters it was, but many chapters where God is giving Moses specific instructions on how to build the tabernacle. He's giving him colors, he's giving him heights, widths, like everything, and he's not skimping out on any of the detail. And so when I read Exodus 35, after reading all those chapters about God giving Moses these specific instructions, I thought, well, not me, the Holy Spirit said, I am not arbitrary. And basically the definition of arbitrary is, here, I have it right here: existing or coming about seemingly at random or by chance, an unreasonable act of will. So what we can learn within our lives and within the Bible about God's character is that God is not arbitrary. He does not do things just because. He does not do things randomly or just on a whim. God is so intentional in everything that He speaks, everything that He does, but most importantly, everything that He creates. And it's so crazy because the tabernacle is an important building. Like it was where the Israelites worshipped, and it was kind of like this tent with this courtyard. In the tent they had many places to worship God in different ways. And I think that just in the way that God created that tabernacle, that tent where we're to worship Him, He created us the same way, with such intention, such purpose, such detail. And that's why the series of these videos is called Purpose, because the purpose of the tabernacle was to worship God, and that's our purpose too. All in all, to glorify God. And so yeah, there's different like purposes for different seasons, for different trials that God gives us, but as a whole, in general, our lives are here to, or God has given us our breath and our life to worship Him and to glorify Him. So I think those parallels to the tabernacle are really cool, and the Holy Spirit really just like spoke that to me, because honestly I was reading Exodus and I was like, this low-key kind of boring. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, like it was just it's just historical, you know what I'm saying? It's like reading a historical book, right? And it's very hard to apply. I was gonna say applicate to apply like the many of the books in the New Testament. Basically, by my point of saying that God is not arbitrary and like the Holy Spirit showing me this is to show us that we are not an accident. Like, we were literally created by the most beautiful creator of the universe for a certain purpose, for a specific purpose. And like I said, it's to worship God and to glorify him. And obviously we have different purposes at different capacities and different degrees, right? But all in all, it's to worship him and to glorify him. And so I just think highlighting that part and learning more about God's character is so cool. And so learning that he doesn't do things arbitrarily, whether it's creating human life or doing things within our own lives, giving us trials, giving us blessings. He doesn't do them just because. He plans everything out and he's not impulsive. And so that's kind of really what I want to highlight, because God doesn't overreact and he's not impulsive, unlike we are. Like, we are very impulsive, and we as humans, we just like to overreact or do whatever, right? We're human. And so we were created not just with a purpose. Like, God didn't create us just with a purpose, but for a purpose. And like I said, it's to glorify God and to honor him. And in the same way God designed the tabernacle, he also designed you. And I love Psalm 139. Which one is it? Psalm 139:13. It says, "For you created my inmost being, you knit me together in my mother's womb." So it's like God created our inmost being, like who we are. And even in our mother's wombs, he knew us. Like, there's another psalm that talks about, like, even in my mother's womb, like, you knew me. And like, that's so cool. Like, that's so crazy. Who else do you know that knew you in your mother's womb, like knew you face to face and was just chilling with you? Like, I don't know nobody, unless you were twin. But then again, like, they didn't even really know you like that. Maybe, I don't know. I don't have a twin. Like I said with the tabernacle, like, God specifically designed the tabernacle with care, with purpose, just like you, just like I said before. And another point I wanted to highlight was that we're temples too. Like, the tabernacle was considered a temple, and so are we. Like, what's that verse? It says 1 Corinthians 16:19. It says, "Do you not know that your bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit who's in you, whom you have received from God?" God was so specific regarding the design of the tabernacle, because he was going to dwell in the tabernacle. And it's the same way with us. He's so specific in the way that he creates each one of us, because he wants to dwell in us too. And so we're created literally to walk alongside God. But sin won't allow that. Sin will not allow us to be the creation that God has intended us to be. Sin breaks that away, and the sin in our lives and our sin nature messes that up, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what, like, the point of this video was just to say that only the designer can define you. You know what I'm saying? Like, only the designer can define. Only architects can design buildings according to their purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, only architects design train stations so that there's a way for the train station to go into the train. No, so there's a way for the train to go into the train station. That's what I meant. And so God creates us the same way. The architects, they design their building to serve a specific function, like a train station or a mall, like I said. And in the same way, God designed us for a specific function, to bring him glory and worship him, just like the tabernacle. So again, how do we do this? Talking about sin. We turn away from our sin. We cannot entertain sin, our sin nature, and the way we were intended to be at the same time. Like, we can't entertain sin and Jesus at the same time. Like, you can't be, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, our sin took us away from our original design to walk with him and worship him. And so that's why I really like, I'm gonna go on a little ramble, but that's why I really like Romans 8, because Romans 8 says, if you think according to the flesh, what does it say? It says, It's talking about thinking according to the flesh and thinking according to the spirit, and walking according to the flesh and walking according to the spirit. You can't do both. Like, you just can't. So we gotta pick one. We gotta pick either original design or a sin nature. I want to invite you guys, and I'm gonna do this too. Like, I have to do this every day, but are you living by your sin nature? Or are you living according to your original design that God intended to you to live by, intended for you to live by? So yeah, it's an everyday thing. And if you wake up in the morning, you forget, and you decide not to walk by your original purpose, then it's really going to be hard to follow Jesus. And that's our goal. That's our goal, to follow Jesus every day and to run towards him and to see his face at the end of our lives. So that's the end of this introduction video. I'm going to be talking more about I'm going to do multiple videos about purpose, on what is the purpose of our thoughts, what is the purpose of our emotions, what is the purpose for our bodies. I'm going to talk about sexuality. Yeah, so like and subscribe so that you guys can see all of those videos, and that's it. I'll see you later. Good ciao.